Park Row Books and Harper Audio present The Woman in the White Kimono, a novel, by Anna Johns, performed by Emily Wu Zeller and Lauren Ezzo. Once we meet and talk, we are sisters. Japanese proverb. Prologue. My given name is Naoko Nakamura. My married name is Naoko Tanaka. And once, for a short time in between, it was something else. A non-traditional name from an unconventional wedding ceremony held under an ancient tree of flickering lights. We did not have an ordained priest to perform the ceremony. We were not married in a sacred shrine, and I did not have the 3 customary costume changes. But I had love. That evening, night blanketed the village of little houses and bundled it under a cloak of black. But the orange western sky clung to its horizon, peeking, curious. The humid air kissed my cheeks as I stepped from the porch onto the ground, and when I rounded the corner, I gasped. Paper lanterns lined the pebbled path, and butter-gold orbs illuminated the trees like the yellow hotaru, fireflies, swarming after July's heavy rains. So many that when I walked under their branches and looked up, they were like giant umbrellas shielding me from 100 falling stars. With a smile, I ran my hand down my gown to feel its lush texture under my fingertips. I had never felt more beautiful or more nervous. My insides crackled in excitement like a sparkler's flare, a charged path that raced through me from toes to fingertips. Ahead, at the center of the small waiting crowd, was my soon-to-be husband. The lantern's light reflected in his eyes, causing the white wisps at the center to dance like sails across the bluest ocean, and I was lost in them. In him, in that moment. Each step I took brought me closer to my future and farther away from my family. It was a contrast of extremes in every sense, but I had somehow found my place between them. That was what Buddha called the middle way, the correct balance of life. I called it happy. A life with love is happy. A life for love is foolish. A life of if only is unbearable. In my 78 years, I have had all 3. Grandmother would often say, "So it is with sorrow, so it is with happiness. It will pass." But even in my old age, when I close my eyes, I can still see the distant flicker of 1,000 tiny lights.
1. America. Present day. Even at night, with half the staff, the Taussig Cancer Center ran as shipshape as its namesake. With Dr. Amon at the helm, I prayed my father could somehow weather the storm, but his lapsing health had me perched at his side, watching for signs. Although I had the lights dimmed and the TV on mute, my father wrestled with sleep. Machines hummed, monitors beeped, conversations rolled like waves from the hall. Someone whistled.
"Whistling up a wind was risky,"
Pops would say about his days at sea.
"It could summon strong gales and rough waters."
The hospital wasn't his Navy ship from the 50s, but with the improbable coincidence of sharing its name, I wouldn't snub the nautical superstition.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?